Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana is. William Ruto is set to launch Hustlers Fund tomorrow, 1st of December, 2022. But even before the fund is launched, new details are emerging that some people are already earmarked to receive from the kitty. And these are not your ordinary mama mboga, boda, mtu wa kiosk, maskini. These are billionaires and millionaires. Citizen TV Kenya, Trigger Foods to receive Kenya shillings 300 million from Hustler Fund at 8% annual interest rate. If you go through that story, William Ruto is quoted as saying this: the 300 million that you lend to your 140,000 suppliers and customers across Kenya, we are going to make that amount of money available to you so that they can be able to borrow at lower interest rates and hopefully increase their earnings. Ruto said during an opening ceremony for a Trigger Foods distribution facility at Tatu City in Ruiru, Kiambu County. So the president himself is promising and assuring Trigger Foods that they'll be given 300 million Kenya shillings. Trigger Foods is not a hustler business. Before digging deep into this story, let's have a look at some reactions by Kenyans upon Citizen TV sharing out that. Peter Kibe. Recently, Trigger Foods secured Kenya shillings 3.2 billion, US dollars 29.4 million in debt funding from the International Finance Corporation, IFC, to support more than 300 irrigated medium-scale contract farmers to complement Trigger's seasonal smallholder farmer supply base. This Kenyan agri-tech startup is not in the league of being loaned 300 million. I thought Hustlers Fund was meant for real and genuine hustlers and not big startups. Seems like it was a disguise. That's Peter Kibe. Steph J. Eve. Is Trigger Food belongs to the hustler? Just asking for a friend. Ngongela Katumani. Nilijua tu hii pesa sio ya hustler. Ni ya matajiri wa expand biashara zao. We know Trigger is a multi-billionaire. Odari Joseph. No, this one can go to a bank and ask for a loan there, please. Owino Kefo Cheng. Trigger Food is a multi-billion company. Facebook Monk. Trigger Food is beyond Hustler Fund. It's a multi-million business. Those are some of the reactions by Kenyans. So you are seeing clearly that a good majority of Kenyans do not approve of Trigger Foods being given Hustlers Fund loan because it's clearly not a hustler business. It's a billionaire's business. I've tried to do some research on who owns Trigger, and I've come to realize who owns Trigger Foods. Peter Njonjo is the current CEO and co-founder of Trigger Foods. He previously worked at Coca-Cola West Africa as a president. Peter Njonjo attended Harvard Business School. So it's clear, even the co-founder of this Trigger Foods is not a hustler. This is a millionaire, a dynasty. Somebody who has worked as a president for Coca-Cola, or rather CEO, somebody who has worked as president, Coca-Cola West Africa, that's not a hustler. That's a millionaire. And I've also tried to find out who are the directors of these Twiga Foods. And from those faces, you are seeing those are not your mama mboga, boda boda, ama mtu wa kiosk, maskini. Those are millionaires and billionaires. So this Twiga Food is a billionaire's business, not a hustler business. And besides that, besides the owners and the directors of the company being millionaires and billionaires, I've also tried to find out how much is Twiga Foods worth. If you Google that, you are being given this 200 to 300 million. That's 200 to 300 million US dollars. That's quite a lot of money. Deal Room Company estimates puts it at 200 to 300 million US dollars. That's not a little amount of money. Yeah. So it's clear this is not a hustler's business, but a multi-billion business owned by billionaires and millionaires. Let's dig deep into the story. Yes. It's clear beyond any reasonable doubt now that the Hustlers Fund is not for mama mboga, boda boda, maskini, mtu wa kiosk. This is a fund meant for the rich in the society. And a Twiga is an example to prove that. That comes out very, very clearly. Secondly, the closer you are to the government or to government officials, the higher your chances of getting from the fund. The further you are away from the government, you might not even get those funds. And I'm saying that again, based on the mere fact that the president himself has confirmed that already some people have been earmarked to receive from the funds. So there might be so many individuals who are already earmarked to receive from the funds. So the closer you are to the government or to power, the higher your chances. That's also coming out very, very clearly. And then thirdly, I'm seeing the Hustlers Fund as a continuation of the government's corruption. Corrupt government officials have gotten a wonderful, a lucrative opportunity to make themselves rich by making money. And I'm saying that because we are in Kenya, we know exactly what happens behind the scenes in Kenya. I'm seeing a very high possibility where rich businessmen and rich businesses might actually compromise some government officials through kickbacks to qualify, rather to get funds from the hustlers' kitty. So this has provided a wonderful opportunity for corrupt government officials to enrich themselves. Twiga surely is not a hustler business, but a billionaire's business. As I conclude, this whole concept of Hustlers Fund most definitely will not achieve its intended purpose. I'm not just seeing the hustlers benefiting from this fund. Because if you look on the requirements set for the real mama mboga to even qualify for 500 Kenya shillings, you have to go through very ridiculous requirements. Those requirements alone will discourage mama mboga, the real mama mboga, the real mtu wa kiosk, the real maskini. The requirements will discourage that poor man or poor woman from applying for the funds. So the funds, in my honest opinion, will not achieve its intended purpose. it will only serve the interests of the rich in the society, the dynasties. So in short, William Ruto lied and cheated Mama Boga, Boda, Maskini. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. If you are watching us, but you have not yet subscribed, kindly subscribe, give this video a like. And to any other person who want to support our channel, as always, I've pinned my number on the comment section. Contact me through the number or feel free to channel your support to the number. Let's meet in our next analysis. Thank you.